everybody. It is Thursday, October 10th, and I am Lori Bradley, and I am here today with day 10 of 31 projects in 31 days. Today's project is actually very simple and elegant. Sometimes I don't do elegant that well, so hopefully you enjoy it. I used the Peaceful Seasons stamp set briefly and the Peaceful Trees embossing folder. So that is the main focus of my card today, and I'm using the textured metallic paper. So let's get going. Sorry, I'm a minute or so late. I was on the phone with an order thing that was at the wrong place. But anyway, I will flip my camera around and we'll get started on our project. All right, I went ahead and I embossed the front of the card for us, but here's what our card is going to look like today. We have a navy card, a Night of Navy card with the textured gold metallic. I'm not sure if you can fully see that. Yesterday we used a little bit of the copper, I believe, but we are using the gold metallic, and I went ahead and I embossed that. I embossed that on the Peaceful Trees embossing folder. Hi Monica, thank you for being here. Hopefully you like today's card. The embossing folder has 3 trees, and I turned the paper so that we only had 2. I couldn't get it to work with 3. You could turn it this way and do 3, but the one thing that I want to point out about the embossing folder with the textured metallic, when you put in a piece of regular cardstock, it doesn't matter whether it's up or down, because when you emboss it, it looks the same on both sides. But when you put if you use a paper like the metallic one that's white on the back, you don't want the back to be the pretty side. So make sure when you put your paper in the embossing folder that the pretty side, the metallic side, faces up toward the side that has the Stampin' Up! Words on it. And that way you will have your direction correctly, and the top of your paper will be embossed instead of being down like this and be debossed on the back side. So just make sure that your upside, when you have a paper that has a direction, is on the side that says Stampin' Up! That's the main point of that. So I ran that through. I'm actually going to mount this onto a piece of Night of Navy cardstock the same size, 4 by 5 1/4, so that it's a little bit stronger, just to make sure that when I put this ribbon around it, that it doesn't buckle. So that's my main objective there, and it's the same exact size. So you can't see it, but it's just going to reinforce that. And then I had in my stash, and it's still current, but it is this beautiful Night of Navy with gold speckle ribbon. It's the sheer Night of Navy and gold sheer ribbon, and it's in the annual catalog, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Last year it was in the holiday catalog last year, and it got brought over into the big catalog this year. And gold and navy is so pretty together. All right, I'm just going to tie this ribbon around. I'm going to tie a bow, and this ribbon actually ties quite nicely, so hopefully I can do that properly. Just going to tie it. Look at me go. It's fun when you have ribbon that ties nicely. Makes things super quick, right? All right. And I feel like I'm going backwards, or the ribbon is going backwards, so I'm gonna actually trim it. But then I want to turn it around the other direction so that my tails are going towards the center of the card. So I'm just gonna flip it around like that and put it back onto my cardstock. Might have to bend it just a small smidge. Well, there we go. Just gonna scoot that up, and I don't want to clutter up the front with words. I want those trees and that ribbon to be the main focus of our front. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. Trim off the bow just a little bit. If you want, at that point, you could put a glue dot behind that ribbon to hold it in place, but I think it's sturdy enough that it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna use my black dimensional since my panel and my card base are both navy. I'll flip it right over. Put my black dimensionals on the bottom, or on the back. Can you see the sparkle in that ribbon? It's so pretty. All right, so we are 1/3 of the way through 31 projects. We've done 10 so far. If you've been watching every day and you have a preference, what's your favorite card that we've done so far? Is there one that's your favorite that sticks out as one that you really, really liked? Let me know in the comments if you've watched those. All right, and I'm just gonna put that onto my navy card base, just like that. Simple. And then I've got a white panel I'm gonna put on the front, and I'm using the Peaceful Season word set, which is a really great sentiment set for Christmas. And I was thinking that peace and joy was good for those trees. I thought that the elegant one would be good for that. Oh yes, the sled. I do love the sled myself. It's just a little harder to put together because I was doing it on video, or I was recording it, not doing it live. All right, peace and joy. And so simple. If you wanted, you could stamp something along the bottom, but I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it really simple and put down my panel on the inside with peace and joy. Leaves plenty of room for anyone to write on it. Put that right on the inside. Embossing folders are amazing. They can be the star of the show. They can be a background. Pair it with this sparkly paper, and it's beautiful. You don't need anything else. You could put something, I guess, if you wanted to, but it is not necessary. So anyway, there you have today's card, today's project number 10. Tomorrow's video, I believe, will be recorded because we will be at football. So I will look forward to seeing you in the next couple of days. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, Monica. I like it too. I think it's pretty. So anyway, have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.